Once the Civil War was finished and slavery was done, there was much damage in the South. They had many problems on rebuilding all of the buildings, including houses, schools, churches, etc. But one of their largest problems was building more prisons. Many of the convicts had died from the war, but there were still many left and the towns had no place to put them. To solve this problem, they moved them to fields, large fields. It only took them a little less than 2 years to realize what they could do with these convicts who just lived on these fields and did the same amount of work that they would have in a jail. They decided that now people could rent out convicts to come and work on their lands for as long as they want, and they didn't have to be gentle with them. Would choose a convict that they liked, pay for them, and then bring them home to work relentlessly on their fields. Now what does that sound like? Exactly, slavery. Now we will sell a very muscular man. His name is Joe, but you can call him whatever you want. Okay, let's start the bidding at 50.
Hey!
Can I get 100?
Yo!
Very good. Can I get 150?
Hey!
How about 200?
Yo!
250? Going once? Going twice? 3! The man is yours for 200. Now it's time for a lovely young lady. Can I get 25?
Hey!
Yeah, she got it first. I saw her hand first. Okay. How about 50?
Hey!
How about 115?
Yo!
120?
Hey!
130. Anyone? 130? Going once. Going twice. Sold to the man in the straw hat. Now do your walking thing.
Let's go!
Get out.
Freaking fertilizer.
There were not many rebellions from the convicts or their families. Most of the time, the convicts' families had moved on after years and years of them being away in prison. Because of this, the former slave owners could now rent and buy convicts and wouldn't have to worry about them rising up to overthrow them. Although some convicts had it easier than others. If you were only sentenced for 6 months in prison, you were only allowed to work for 6 months. But the ones who were sentenced for life sentences would have to work their whole lives. It also wasn't good to be caught doing little things. For example, there was a story about a little girl who stole a piece of bread. She was sentenced for 2 years. In that time, she was rented out and worked day and night. She had to wait 2 whole years. 2! The convict lease system was a great way for the states and their employers to earn money, in their minds. But soon, many people were buying the convicts, and there weren't enough ones, especially the strong ones, like Joe and Roxanne, left.
The convict lease system did not last as long as slavery, but it was just as bad.
Finally, after many years, convict leasing
ended, and they were placed in prisons instead of in fields.
All in all, convict leasing had the same effect as slavery did. Many may say it was worse.
And
it probably was.